Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rechakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching this word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And Shalom unto the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. All right, this is Brother Yaquab from the Gary branch of Great Millstone, coming to you with a little exhortation, a topic I love to go into: the balance of the Lord, the destruction that's coming, as well as the deliverance for the Lord's elect. You know, in these end days that we're living in. You know, so I got 3 precepts I wanted to hit. And just whatever the Spirit wants us to go into, we'll go into, man. So Lord willing, this will be edifying. All right, so I wanted to begin with Ezekiel 36 and 22. I may start up. Let me see. Yeah, I'll start at 16, and really I'll go all the way down to 28. All right, this is Ezekiel 36 and 16. It says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own way and by their doings. Their way was before me as the uncleanness of a removed woman." And as the scriptures say in Jeremiah, we're likened unto the wife of the Lord, you know. And once a woman, you think of it like in real life, if a woman steps out on us and plays the whore, go lays with another man, how is that man going to feel? He's going to feel betrayal, right? He's going to feel the agony of his woman basically breaking his heart. You know, his respect was she had no respect for him at the end of the day if that woman goes out and lays with another man, right? And she's defiled, you know. So same thing with us when we stepped away from our Lord, from our man, so to speak, and we laid down with these other gods, the gods of the other nations. You know, we defiled, what it say in the NLT. Let me just read it. It says, "Son of man, when the people of Israel were living in their own land, they defiled it by the evil way they lived. To me, their conduct was as unclean as a woman's menstrual cloth." And yeah, so you think, man, how we did the Lord, man. You know, we defiled it by the way that we lived, going after them heathen customs, you know, partaking in their wicked sacrifices and such, eating abominable things. Well, it'll go into it. It says Ezekiel 36 and 18, back in the KJV, it says, "Wherefore I poured my fury upon them for the blood that they had shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they had polluted it." Yeah, so we ate the fruit of our own devices, right? You reap what you sow. And that's the thing. We polluted the land with idols. But now being returned to the Lord, we got to seek him 10 times more and put off them old ways, man. Put off them idols that we were worshiping and worship the Lord in deed and in truth now. You see, he gave us hope, right? He gave us a chance of grace. He gave us grace, you know. And that's why that fury came upon us, man, because we sacrifice unto devils, right? Unto idols that are really no gods. You know, Ezekiel 36 and 19, it says, "And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries," linking up with the prophecy in Deuteronomy, right? Saying that he was going to scatter us, you know, remove us, into the basically into the four corners of the earth, right? Because whereas the sands of the sea, and our people is mingled among the nations. Let's grab that. Salakia. Got the hiccups, man. All of a sudden. This is Psalm 106 and 33. It says, because they provoked his... No. Yeah, I'll start there. Because they provoked his spirit so that he spake unadvisedly with his lips, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. You see? And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. And to this day, man, you still have Jake joined unto idols, right? And or they may have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Because they believe in the Most High, but do they actually know and fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Their works prove that they don't. You know, they have no understanding. Let me go to Ezekiel, back in Ezekiel 36. And I'll read back at 19. It says, and I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries according to their way and according to their doings. I judged them. And the Lord's a righteous judge. Again, he's going to dish out unto you what you deserve. Right? If you're doing evil, you're going to receive an evil reward. And if you're doing well, right, you're going to receive a righteous reward. It says, and when they entered unto the heathen, whither they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said to them, these are the people of Yahweh, and are gone forth out of his land. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine own holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. Because name also goes into the reputation, right? Think of Michael Jordan, for instance. He has a staple name. As soon as you state that name, people will recognize who that is and think of his legacy that he left behind. You see? So think about when we were profaning the Lord's name, because we come in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We're his children, right? The offspring. You know? So doing them grievous works, doing them defiled works, think about the impression that gives somebody, you know? Or think you have a bastard child. That child grows up in society and he's doing all kinds of evil and wickedness. Or he say like he's a low life, he's a loser. he ain't got nothing good for him going on with him. That's gonna be a stain on the father's name or the parents that raised him. You see? So same thing. When we were doing them evil works, right? We were profaning the Lord's name. And you see, but that's what the Lord is going to turn, right? We're going to be glorified, and its glory is going to be glorious. Our people are going to be glorious again. While we're at the downtrodden, right? We're on the low. He's going to glorify his name, and he's going to glorify us with him. You see, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai soon come, right? Everyone's going to be glorying the names of Yahweh Yahushai. It says Ezekiel 36 and 23 now. It says, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, saith the Lord Yahweh, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. So everyone's going to know, man. Everyone's going to know who the true Israelites are, you see. And how is he going to do that? Starting with the destruction, man, that he's coming with in his rebuke with flames of fire. Everyone's going to know that the Lord was the one behind it, you see. And we're going to be sanctified also, right? It says, I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. And we're going to be changed, you see, receiving them glorious bodies, fashioned like unto the Lord. And, man, you know, it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. And think when we're perfected, it's going to be glorious. It is going to be we're going to be sanctified, set apart. Everyone's going to know. And we're going to have that glow to us. You know, we're going to be shining. But it says, Ezekiel 36:24, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. Linking up with Matthew 24, around verse 30, 31. He's going to pull us up, basically pluck us up from out the heathen, right? The Israelites, the elect Israelites from the different nations, and bring us into our land again. But really, the whole world is going to be ours underneath Yahweh Shai, of course. It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. Scriptures say also that the idols are going to be moved at his presence. Because once the return of the Lord happens, you know, there's no more worshiping these false gods. The heathen have to get in line too. But he's going to cleanse us from all the idols that we were worshiping, you know, but our people that are still, that are committing abominable acts, that are worshiping abominations, or eating abominations, they have to be purged, right? They got to be wiped off, and then they're going to come back in the right frame of mind. But that clean water, man, what is that word that's going to be in us, the understanding, the law, statutes, commandments. You see, because it says what? It's going to go into Ezekiel 36:26. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. So these corrupt, wicked minds that we have, it's going to be no more. Everything that we do is going to be pure, and it's going to be perfect. And whatever we put our mind to is just going to be done decently and in order. We're not going to make no mistakes in the kingdom of heaven. All right? We're going to be walking as true gods. While we are already gods, however, you know, we still go off, man. We're not perfect yet. But the Lord is going to make us perfect in the kingdom of heaven. All right? Or again, we be changed. All right? These chains of darkness aren't going to be chains anymore, you know? We're going to be really, really, truly set free. Because while we're set free in the mind, hey, we're still in this flesh. Ezekiel 36:27, and I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. So that's it, man. And we're gonna be recognized as the true children of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And the true righteous plants are gonna be planted in the land again, man. And the land's gonna flourish. You see? Because right now, the land is defiled right now. You know, divided, parted, right, by the imposters. But let's go to Ezekiel 11:14. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, thy brethren, even thy brethren, the men of thy kindred, and all the house of Israel holy, are they unto whom the inhabitants of Jerusalem have said, Get ye far from the Lord, unto us is this land given in possession. All right, it says, therefore, say Therefore say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Therefore say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within you, and I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them an heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes, and keep mine ordinances, and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. But as for them whose heart walketh after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, saith the Lord Yahweh. You see? And that's exactly what the Lord is going to do. All right. Let's go to, it's the one I wanted, 2 Thessalonians. I was just reading, it was the Spirit. So this is it here, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 1:7. It says, And to you who are troubled, rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. And we know we're coming very close to that time when he cracks them clouds and he returns with his mighty angels. It says what though? In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High. So that's the balance, man. While there's going to be the deliverance, right? With the elect being saved, getting beamed up into them chariots, there's also going to be destruction. And the Lord is taking vengeance in flaming fire, right? In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High, that don't know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that don't care to know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? While his heart, his hand is still stretched out, Jake constantly slaps that hand away, and they don't want to get healed. Right? They're sick, but they don't want healing. They don't want the ointment. Okay? And then them people, the Lord is going to, again, recompense it upon their own heads. You see? It says, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. And that's not an eternal, forever, ongoing thing. No, it's going to be for a point in time, right? That destruction. Speaking of Jake, man, because they're going to have to, they'll know after death by pain, right? Them wicked Jakes here in America, they're going to get burnt up. And that's that brutal judgment and that destruction, right? In the presence of the Lamb and the holy angels. But they're going to be brought back, man, in the kingdom, through the loins of the elect. You see, that's because all Israel eventually will be saved, man. All Israel shall be saved, as the scriptures say. But there's no such thing as a hell where you're going to burn forever. No, that lake of fire is going to be in America. That landmass being engulfed in flames. All right, it's going to be filled with fire. That's why when he saw it, he gave that description, a lake of fire, because that's what it's going to look like. But it says this, 2 Thessalonians 1:10, it says, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints, right? Did we not just read that he's going to be sanctified in us? All right. It says, when he shall come to be glorified in his saints and to be admired in all them that believe. And it's going to be, we're going to be admiring the Lord. And think how he's going to look scary to some. Don't get me wrong. Right. But we're waiting on his return. Or hastening his day. Or hastening the day that he returns, We're going to be pleased to see him now. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be, kind of fearful as well because we're in the flesh. Hey, but we're longing to see and be joined back together with our Lord again, man. But it says, and to be admired in all them that believe, because our testimony among you was believed in that day. You know? So that's it, man. Let me see if there's any cross references I wanted, but that's it. Yep. I'll get this. Isaiah 44 and 23. It says, yeah, I'll just read that and we'll close with this. Isaiah 44 and 23. Sing, O ye heavens, for the Lord hath done it. Shout, ye lower parts of the earth, break forth into singing, ye mountains, O forest and every tree therein, for the Lord Yahweh hath redeemed Jacob and glorified himself in Israel. So does that sound like he's coming to save everybody? Right? Hey, but really, when the Lord returns and he establishes the kingdom of heaven upon the earth, really everybody's going to be benefiting, because it's Salakia. I'm excited. The earth is going to be ran in righteousness, man. Right? With the true ruler, Yahweh Shai, King of kings and Lord of lords. All right, when the earth, it says the people mourn, when the wicked are in authority, but is going to rejoice when the righteous is going to rule. Let me just grab it. I don't want to butcher, man. I just butchered it. The people mourn. It's that Proverbs 21, if I'm not mistaken. Let me grab it. Salakia, bear with me. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So when the godly are in authority, which is coming soon, man, the people rejoice, and as well, man, the earth, the earth is gonna rejoice, man. Everything's gonna be brought back in its rightful state, its true state, its pure state. There's going to be peace on earth. It's going to be beautiful, man. And we're going to enjoy every single second of it. Lai Walamyum, Lai Walamyum, Lai Walamyum, forever and ever and ever, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting unto you again. I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakwadash. Double honors again unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasirala, Wa, Abba, Baba, soon.